Welcome back, kids. We're back from intermission. I apologize, I just couldn't wear it anymore. It's too goddamn hot, and I have to turn the AC off, or else you can't hear me. Okay, as promised, I made my drink. I don't know if this is supposed to be on the rocks, but you know what? It's hot outside. So, I think this drink was called a thistle because there's thistle in the Amaro that they used. Well, I didn't have this Amaro. In fact, I only have Campari, and that would be way too much if you put 1.5 ounces in a drink and then just add some flavoring. But I still have some of that Coca Americano, which is a bitter kind of an aperitif wine. So, 1.5 ounces of Coca Americano. 1/2 ounce of rye whiskey. Now, it called for 1/2 ounce of Calvados or apple brandy, French apple brandy. I don't have that either, but I have apricot brandy. And you know I'm a fan. And then 1/2 ounce of dry sherry. They used a particular one, but I got some dry sherry in the fridge that's great for mixed drinks. I know it's so hot I keep itching myself. And then you got a couple of dashes of Angostura bitters in there. And this drink, and I squeezed a lemon wedge in there. And that's the remaining peel. That drink that doesn't really have a name because I butchered the recipe. I'll come up with a name for it and post it on my Instagram and or Twitter. If you don't follow me, what are you waiting for? I'm fairly active on Twitter with the film community and particularly the horror community. And then on Instagram, I kind of use that as like an archive of the show. So I archive my ads and my still shots from the show that I use to advertise. And sometimes I share my drinks with you on there. That's good enough reason to follow me on Instagram right there. You'll see some good drinks. This is feature 2 of tonight's double feature, which doesn't really have a theme. Brains, maybe, I don't know. But it's the season finale of the Late Night Picture Show. We will be back in October with more shows and hopefully some surprises. Would you like to see some guest hosts on the Late Night Picture Show? Are you getting tired of just seeing my face? Well, I know. That would never happen. Nonetheless, this is the Tingler. When the screen screams, you'll scream too if you value your life. And this is made with Percepto. Newest and most startling gimmick on the screen. Columbia Pictures. Ooh, we're in the big leagues now. Presents The Tingler with Vincent Price. Did I just say Vincent? Hang on. I might need another drink. Vincent Price. You know him. Like kind of the like king of horror movies. With Judith Evelyn, Daryl Hickman, Patricia Cutts. Written by Rob White and produced and directed by William Castle. Guaranteed the Tingler will break loose in the theater while you are in the audience. As you enter the theater, you will receive instructions on how to guard yourself against attack by the Tingler. If you don't know who William Castle is, look him up on the Wikipedia. Gimmicks. He was the guy when it came to gimmicks back then. The Tingler, 1959 William Castle Productions, directed by, we just covered that. I wrote here at the time, starring Vincent Price and some other people. I know. That's why I'm reading them off the poster now. Just in case, what was her name? Just in case Judith Evelyn is your favorite actress. I don't want to just skim over that. Okay. Another from the king of gimmicks, William Castle. C13 Ghosts. Now, these used to be on my website. So I said, C13 Ghosts above. Yeah, alphabetical. 13, Tingler. Anyway, you've probably seen 13 Ghosts, and you've probably seen the remake of 13 Ghosts. Even I have. This is the story of a doctor, Price, who is convinced that some bug-like creature grows on our spines when we are scared. And the creature is disabled when we scream. So we feel fear. The creature materializes on our spine. And then when we scream in horror, the creature disappears. Science. Okay, the doc is married to an heiress who could care less about him. You know, I just read that that's not a thing. We're not supposed to say could care less. It's couldn't care less. But you know, if you're being sarcastic, you could say could care less about him. I think that's where it came from. Sarcasm, people. Man, I'm just going off here. Anyway, she couldn't care less about him, but is still family with her sister, who is conveniently dating his assistant. So she can't get away no matter how hard she tries. Okay. After trying a gun loaded with blanks on his unsuspecting wife, he x-rays her, and for the first time he confirms that something is there. And we all see it too. But how to capture the creature? How indeed? How about the deaf-mute wife of the theater owner down the street there? Are you seeing where this is going? You're sitting in a theater. Well, I was sitting at home, but originally you saw this in the theater. She can't scream. She's mute. And so begins Fright Night for her. Spoiler alert, okay? I'm doing some spoilers here on this one, but we can't go any further if I don't. So begins Fright Night for her. Now, eventually, they scare the poor woman to death. Where does she go? Eventually, she dies of fright. And the doc has his Tingler. Yeah, he snatches it right out of her. Now, if he can just keep the thing contained. Now I won't tell you what happens. Okay. Unlike Ghosts, which had its own gimmick, which I'll cover. I don't believe I've covered 13 Ghosts yet. I've written it up, so maybe I'll pull it out for next season. Unlike Ghosts, the special gimmick in this one isn't readily available at home. Actually, I changed my mind on that. Go up to your bedroom, grab your Hitachi, and stick it underneath your seat. Better yet, if you have like an OnlyFans or something and you got one of those vibrating things that you can remote control, grab that and stick it under your seat. And then when the lights go out in the movie, push the button on your phone, zzz, and zap yourself. I might try it tonight. So, what they did, and this cost a lot of money back in the day, they rigged seats in the theater with a buzzer so that when the lights went off in the movie, they zapped whoever was in that chair, and of course they screamed. And the lights go out in the movie quite frequently. You know how in 3D movies there's like always an excuse for something to be coming right at you? Like that. Cheers. Where's the camera? There we go. This movie had plenty of excuses to turn off the lights so they could buzz somebody in the theater. Now, there's a movie that came out probably in the 90s called Matinee. Has John Goodman in it. And he plays a William Castle type, producing a movie, I believe it was called Mant. And he's looking for a gimmick to like push across the theaters. But I believe he's a little bit past his day, and yeah, fighting to keep the Matinee alive. Well, this made me want to see Matinee again, just to see the lengths they would go to in the back in 1959. And even when I was a kid, stuff like this happened. So the lengths that they would go to back in the day. This one's good. Ooh. It's a 4-ring circus tonight on the Late Night Picture Show. Feature 2. Now, Should I pull a movie for the season 3 premiere? A double feature? I think I will. Because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to get all made up like this just to pull a movie out of this bucket? No, I got to be going out of the house, like to Target or to work. Put on my... Okay. One night I'll wear it here for you. So, my coworker Armani is about 5 feet tall, and she can't weigh 90 pounds soaking wet. And I'm 6'1", and I weigh like 200 pounds. And Mrs. Lee, bless her soul, bought us both the same shirt. I get that we're supposed to match, like have the uniform of the gas station on it, but we don't wear the same size. So my buttons are about to pop off my shirt right into the eye of the customer, and Armani's shirt comes down to her knees. I need to make a video at the gas station for my TikTok. That's what I'll do in the off season. I'll film some promos from the gas station. Oh wait, Mrs. Lee now has brand name gas. There's a logo on the store. I might not be able to shoot in there. I won't talk about what brand. Which one do we do? The one in my hand or the one on the floor? Monkey says the one in my hand. This one will, yeah, this one would be good too. But we'll save it. So, Season 3 of the Late Night Picture Show will resume right here from the basement with all new double features and all new drinks. Well, not all new drinks. Sometimes I just want a martini or a scotch on the rocks, and that's what I'm going to make. Point of Terror and Kiss Me Kill Me, also known as Baba Yaga. Couple of colorful late 60s, early 70s. Right there at the turn of the decade. I love both these movies. So, if you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up. Or give us a thumbs down. Leave some comments. And be sure to tune in October. I'll keep you posted on my Instagram and Twitter, so follow me there. Be sure to tune in for Season 3. And I'll let you know what's happening. But you already know what you're going to see. Good night, kids. See you next season.